Hello ladies and welcome to Melanie23's channel. Today I have a couple of things to do. I have my newspapers here for Dear Abby, and I also want to open up a giveaway. Yes, because I finally made it to 200 subscribers. And yeah, so I'll get into that later. Let's do the Dear Abby first. Okay. So I think I only have Dear Abby today. So let me get comfortable. Okay, so I guess I'm going to try to close at the same time. Okay, it says, strangers' encouraging words inspire women. This was from yesterday. Well, who cares? It says, I was moved by the letter from Losing Slowly in Ohio, January 14th, who is 50 pounds overweight and walks every day with her friend to lose weight. She said that almost daily people made fun of them. My heart goes out to her. I was in her shoes once. With diet and exercise, I lost more than 60 pounds, and I've kept it off. But I was never ridiculed as she was. On the contrary, one day after I had just begun a daily 1-mile jog and was struggling to keep going, I passed by a man who cheerfully called out to me, "Keep at it, and one day you'll be a 10. Abby, I can't tell you what that meant to me. I thought about his encouragement whenever I felt hopeless and I was thinking of giving up. The memory of this kind words inspired me to go on. 30 years later, I still think about his encouragement with amazement and gratitude. We all have a choice. We can be kind to others and offer friends and strangers alike support for challenges we all face, or we can make ourselves so superior by being cruel and demanding. In the end, our choice shapes our character and we receive what we give, so must choose wisely. I'm sorry that losing has met with only ignorant jerks so far. I will be honored to pay it forward and tell her how incredibly brave she is, to encourage her to stick with it because she has the courage to keep exercising in the face of constant humiliation. I know without a doubt that she will reach her goals." Now, you guys know I read to you guys Dear Abby, but I do not remember reading that one. So we must have, Wade said January 14th. I probably wasn't even doing Dear Abby yet. So Abby's response to that, oh, and then Abby, it says, "Thank you for your upbeat response. Many other readers were quick to weigh in with letters of support for Losing Slowly." A lot of people were supporting her. This is nothing for my opinion. This is just someone else reaching out to a letter that had already been sent out. Yeah, I do not find that cool at all. Like, really? How can you talk about somebody? Okay, believe it or not, I am 160 and I'm 5'7". My doctor said I'm 20 pounds away from being overweight. Whoever knew? My whole life I was made fun of up until I got married, and even after I got married, up until like 2 years ago, I was always made fun of because of how small I was. Anytime I met someone, anytime someone seen me eat, I mean, it's not, they weren't making fun of me because I eat a little bit. They'd be like, oh, where does your food go? To your feet? Or, oh, you need to eat. The ones that never seen me eat would say that. Or, where's it? You all meat and bones. Oh, you look like a stick. I didn't appreciate that either, and I figured deep down, I don't care how good they look like on the outside. The people who have, something to say always are 9 times out of 10 the ones that have something going on in the inside. So, yeah. What goes around does come around, so you better watch it. And you never know who you're talking to. You may be talking to an angel. Someone sent here just for you, so you better watch it. It says, Dear Abby, I too have a weight problem, which I am working to resolve, but I can tell you from experience that the worst kind of discrimination is direct against people with weight problems. I have been insulted in the workplace, in restaurants, and doctor's office. I have been hired for jobs because I have not been hired for jobs because I am perceived as fat and lazy. I am not lazy. I keep a clean house, work hard at my job as a secretary every day, and I'm a good wife and parent. We may ignore it and pretend that it doesn't hurt us or matter, but I can tell you it is painful, demeaning, and it doesn't go away. I have been in meetings or social functions and have had to excuse myself to have a good cry. Let's see. I did cry. Not because people made fun of me being so skinny, but because I wasn't gifted. I was gifted in the back, but I wasn't gifted in the front. I must have had my hands like this when God was passing out boobs, because I was skipped. And I do remember growing up, I did cry about it. But, I just had to learn to love me and what God did give me. So, I think my opinion, when I started to love my body, skinny or not, that's actually when I started getting thick. And I was like, oh, shoot. Oh. So, I'm sorry, I'm checking my phone. So, one day at a time, ladies. One day at a time. What Abby said for that girl, it says, please let Losing Slowly know she has another option to continue her new healthy lifestyle in a safe environment. I have worked in malls for years, and they have all had a mall walkers club. The mall allows people in to walk, including many seniors, before it opens in the morning. There she will have access to a place where everyone is on the same page. The walkers are safe from trafficking, the climate, and morons who have the manners of junkyard dogs. The regulars there can tell her how many miles they can cover. It's a great society of people who support and root for each other. Dear Abby, I would suggest the two ladies create t-shirts that read, at least we're trying, and watch the jeers turn into cheers. That's a good idea. At least we're trying. And then, Dear Abby, I applaud her effort and your response, but may I raise... Excuse me, let me start over. It says, I applaud her effort and your response, but may I raise the issue of people like me who are ridiculed about being too thin. Strangers say things like, eat something, or the wind will blow you away. Please remind your readers that making fun of very thin people is just as hurtful as doing it to overweight individuals. Okay? And I don't have to speak on that because I already did. So, voila to that. Alright, so we're going to the second. Dear Abby, women who married young want a do-over. Now, just that title alone, you know, some women that got married at a young age, I understand, you know, back in the day, it was if you got pregnant, you got married. So I understand that. So let's just see what she says. Oh, actually, I remember. It said, it's a lot to read, so I'm just going to go for it. It says that she's been married to this guy for 20 years, and she wasn't even 18 years old when they got together. She says she's not even 40 years old yet. They've had their ups and downs, and for the last 5 years, the relationship's been good, but all they do is sit in the house and watch TV and hang out. So she was saying they started talking. Oh, they have 2 children. One is away at college, and one is starting high school. So, you know, she told her husband, hey babe, you know, I want more to life than what we're doing every day. And he had the nerve to tell her, get over it, this is your life. Basically. He said we don't need counseling, and just get over it and accept that this is your life. What if you don't want to regret what I never had a chance to do? Okay. And then Abby's saying, look, I hate to say it, but you'll never be able to recreate those years, your teenage years. And she says she wished she was a little bit more specific on what it is that she wants to do that she didn't do as a teenager. Because you don't have to sit in the house and be bored, she said, and be a vegetation, or, you know, just sit there like a vegetable. She's like, there's cooking classes you can do. She said if you never finished high school, you can try to do your GED. She said they have book clubs, and if it was clubbing, she can go out with her girlfriends instead of sitting home with Jake. Or they can go out and social with other couples. So Abby gave her a few options, you know, besides just sitting around in the house. But what Abby didn't do is tell her how to get it across to her husband, which I don't know the answer to that one either. But let's see, make time for it. See, before, I know I would tell my husband, like, oh, I want to do this, oh, I want to do that, but we never had the time to really do it. So it was kind of like I was throwing ideas out there, but I couldn't back them up myself. So, you know, I'm a homebody at heart. I don't care how much I say I want to go out and I want to do this. I'm just not, I'm not that type of fun. Well, I am fun anywhere I go, but, I mean, it's not the same. Okay, so let's move on, because that one's kind of retarded. Okay. Oh, you know, the rest of these are not all that cool. Oh, well, this one, it's a lady that has a whole bunch of old Christmas and birthday gifts that she doesn't want and she never did like, and she was asking Abby what would be the proper way to get rid of them. She says she also needs money for an expensive college. She wants to sell it And there's a lot of stuff that her mother gave her, but her mom lives with her, so she doesn't want to do a yard sale, and then the mom see that she didn't like the gifts that she got her either. So Abby suggested she just sell them online because they're less obvious, right? My opinion, I'd go, sweetie, look, I need money to take care of my bills at school. I'm not going to sit here and ask everybody for money for this and that and this and that, but I have a whole bunch of stuff that I do not personally use, which your gift is in it, and I'm going to be selling it. I mean, if you're that close to where you have to tell somebody about that, I know people feel some kind of way about regifting. It's just whatever floats your boat, you know. I guess, how would I feel? This is what I'm going to do. How would I feel if somebody regift my stuff? I wouldn't feel good. I would be like, what, you didn't like what I got you? But I guess if there was a reason, like, you know, hey, I need the extra money, I would be like, well, girl, do what you got to do, because I don't have any money for that. So if you got to spend your money, I mean, trade your stuff or whatever, do what you got to do, honey, because I don't have any extra money. Just be upfront. Just let them know, you know. And if they don't understand, say, you know, hey, are you going to help me then? Okay, so this is the other way I got to go. And the other story in there was kind of boring. So we're going to go to the next one. Oh, wow. This man shot and killed at the trailer property in Escondido. It says it's been... This is the first homicide in Escondido for this year, which is sad because it's only been 4 months in. But this was pretty odd. This guy lived in a complex. These guys were brought up as brothers, right? But they weren't brothers. You know how you've been around somebody so long they're like your brother or sister? These guys were brought up like brothers. The landlord guy was in a yard cleaning up for this lady that had a stroke, and the other guy had been threatened to be evicted because he has not been paying his bills. So the guy who was cleaning up the yard was trying to ignore him, and the guy that owes rent was bothering him, like, hey, just arguing, trying to get his attention or whatnot. And the guy ignored him, and he shot him. 58 years old. Got shot. And it says this guy was a really sweet person. He helped homeless people and everybody on the block. A lot of people told him to leave him alone. It says, and showed symptoms that he had been drinking alcohol. So the guy who was doing the shooting was drunk, which not good. Let's see. Then we have, oh, 3 guys robbed a marijuana dispensary, masked. They got money and marijuana, and they haven't been caught. They were wearing ski masks, and all of them had guns. Oh, it says 2 of them were armed with guns, and all 3 were wearing ski masks. Then there was another Oh, wow. It says, woman punched and robbed of cell phone outside 7-Eleven store. A woman was punched and robbed of her cell phone on Wednesday outside convenience store, Chula Vista police said. That's my neighborhood. The robber walked up to the woman about 4:40 p.m. near a 7-Eleven store on Palomar Street. I swear that's real close. I swear it is. Near Industrial Boulevard. After punching her, he took her iPhone and ran. The assaultant was described as black, in his 20s, about 5'10" inches tall, with a heavy build and possibly shaved head. Police, okay, the victim did not require medical treatment. Okay, that happened, and then oh, it said a 6-year-old struck and killed after running into the street. A 6-year-old boy was struck by a vehicle Thursday night in Vista and later died, the sheriff's department said. The boy apparently ran into the street about 6:10 p.m. in the area of Melrose Drive and Spires Street. He was taken by medical helicopter to Rady Children's Hospital, where he died. Oh, and then there was a restaurant on Lake Murray Boulevard, robbed at gunpoint. Crazy. What is the world coming to, ladies? Oh, I didn't get to read this, but bam! Go Chargers. Y'all know I love the Chargers. So that is the end. That is the end of that segment. And since this video is already 22 minutes, I'm going to end it, and I will do the giveaway in the next video. Look at my cute socks. Aren't these cute? I got them for $1 at Rite Aid. Who says you gotta get everything from the dollar store for $1? My